YouTube? It's Josh, man, coming at you with another 5 video. Today I'm just gonna basically break down what I do typically each Sunday. I like to meal prep, basically just get all my meals out of the way. I tend to like to meal prep. I'm gonna say like about 4 days worth of prep, just because I don't like to have more than 7 days. It's just not. To me, the meat just doesn't taste as good, or it just doesn't taste as fresh. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I gotta get the meat defrosted. Once the meat's defrosted, we'll go ahead and we'll shoot this video. All right, cool. So now that we have everything out, the meat's just about to finish defrosting. These are just some of the ingredients, basically all the ingredients obviously that we're gonna need. I got the white rice. We have the extra virgin olive oil. We have the mojo to basically season the meat really well, because I don't like bland ass chicken. My meat needs to have some flavor, so no homo. Some salt, some ground cumin for the black beans, some adobo, some black beans, some garlic, some bay leaves, some fresh black pepper, some tomato paste, an onion, and then some oregano, parsley, cilantro, and some sazon. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started cutting the meat up, and then I can start making the rice. Alright, so I'm gonna start going ahead and cutting up this meat. It should be good now. It should be defrosted. So take this meat out of here. There. So you see how all the fat and all this stuff off here? I don't fuck with that. So I just basically just cut all that off. Just cut all around it, whatever, just get it off the meat. These right here will come in handy. They cut up really well. It makes life a lot easier on you. Let's see here. Yeah, just go ahead and cut off all the fat off the edges. Give it a nice little trim. Now you don't have to cut off the fat if you don't want to. If you like the fat, you can keep it on there. But me, I'm picky. I don't fuck with the fat, so I cut off anything that don't look right. I'm cutting it off. Let's see. These are pretty good, so I don't have to cut too much off. Sometimes some of the meats they have a lot of fat on them, or they have shit like this all over them. Cut all of it off, because you don't want to bite into something and it's will literally turn you off. You don't even fucking finish eating the meal. So alright, so let's throw that up there. So yeah, these look pretty. These are not that bad actually. So. Throw that. Get this last piece off right here. Alright, so yep. So now these are nice. These are pretty much nice, trimmed, ready to go. Alright, cool. So now that we got all the fat trimmed off, so now basically we just start getting these prepped so that we can put it in the oven so it can start baking. So let me see this. So what I like to do. I like to cut one chicken breast in half. So essentially, one chicken breast becomes 2. That's basically what I like to do. And then we can go ahead and cut this one in half. And then we'll cut this one in half. So essentially, one chicken breast is getting me 2. So we have basically 6 now here to go. So now these are all cut up, and then basically now I'm just gonna get them ready to be marinated for some good flavors. All right, so I'm basically gonna throw all these inside of here. All right. All right, and then now basically we're just gonna go ahead and season it. So we'll put the mojo in. Now be careful how much of this you put in. If you put too much, the meat will taste really lemony. So I don't measure shit, man. I just go by, man. So that should be good enough. Adobo, a little bit of adobo, all seasoning, all-purpose seasoning, man. Can't go wrong with adobo. Smells good. Some garlic, same shit. All eyeball, man. Just a little bit, man. Nothing too crazy. I don't like my meat to be overly seasoned. Just a little bit in there. I don't like my meat to be bland either, though. So a little bit of black pepper, fresh black pepper, by the way. and a little bit of sazon. This thing right here will kick up anything you cook, man. Just a little bit, man. Nothing too crazy, man. Nothing too crazy. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just get your hands dirty. Give a nice little stir. Get it nice and even. Just make sure all the seasoning is you know, evenly distributed, or you know, evenly throughout each meat here. You want the flavor to be even on every chicken breast. So all right. All right. I think that should be good enough, man. Let's see. Yeah, that's good, man. All right, so now that we have the meat seasoned, I'm just let it sit to the side, maybe for like a good 10 minutes, you know, 10-15 minutes, just for the meat to absorb the seasoning. While this is marinating, I'm gonna go ahead and start the white rice and black beans. So. I typically on a meal prep for a Sunday, I'll basically, I want to say I'll do like 5 or 6 cups of rice. So I'm gonna do 5 today. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, typically, if I'm making 5 cups of white rice, which is, I'm making jasmine rice, I like to do an additional, so I'll do 6 instead of 5. So it makes the rice a little softer. So that's 6 cups. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the burner. All right, cool. So the white rice, the water basically is boiling now. These onions are pretty much sauteed up, or sauteing at the moment. Put that down a little bit. We're going to add a little bit of the bouillon cube because it gives the black beans a lot of flavor. Go ahead and throw that in the garbage. Now the white rice, we're going to add it in now. What do I do with that cup? Yeah. So I'm going to add basically 5 cups of rice. 1, 2, 3, 4, to the bottom, 5, yeah, a little bit more, 5.5 cups. So we'll go with that. Go ahead and put this back underneath. We're gonna mix this up, mix the onions up with the bouillon cube. Some flavors. I'm gonna let that go ahead and just simmer down a little bit. Alright, so let me go ahead and get this. Now, let me put my glove on so I don't burn my hand. Now typically, like on a Sunday, if I'm doing meal prep, I'll spend, I don't know, maybe 2 hours, maybe 2-3 hours. 3 hours is pushing, maybe about 2 hours. And I'd rather do it that way because I'd rather just get it out the way. I'd rather just meal prep. I don't have to worry about cooking. You know, I got too much things going on. You know, so I just rather get it out the way and not have to worry about it for 4 or 5 days. So I'll have literally all my meals prepped up, ready to go for the next couple of days. All right, so these onions are nice and ready to roll. So let's go ahead and get that can opener. Go ahead and open up these beans. Now, when you're making black beans, do not throw out don't throw out those juices that come in it, because that's what gives it the flavor as well, and gets them beans nice and thick. Traditional black beans are thick, so I mean, throw a little bit of water and get as much of that as I can out. Go ahead and throw that in there. It's garbage. go ahead and put this back on 8. Mix this up a little bit. Alright, so I got the oven basically on preheat for at 450 degrees. And basically I got my sheet ready. I have some aluminum foil there so it doesn't stick, and then I can literally just pick this aluminum foil when I'm done and throw it away. This makes it so much easier. So I have the meat. The meat's nice and seasoned. So we go ahead and just lay them down. Just go ahead and lay them down flat. I typically spray on this as well, just to make sure that it doesn't stick. But I totally forgot, so fuck it, we living with it. We live with the results. Slide some of these over. Slide over. All right. Wash my hands real quick. All right, so go ahead and we're gonna pop this in the oven. All right, cool. So the meat is done. The rice is done, the beans are done, so now basically I'm just gonna put them in the containers and that's it, and we'll be ready to roll. So let's do it. So I typically like to just measure, so I'll just cut them in half. Let me see how much. Let's measure that out. So I typically like to just do like 4 ounces in each one. That's 5, so that's good. That's 4. That's 4. All right. I have some more chicken in the oven, like that. Alright, cool, so we have the chicken cut up. Now basically all we gotta do is add the white rice and the black beans, and then we're good to go. I typically do about 1 cup of rice. Yeah, so that's about the only shit I measured, to be honest with you. Alright, so, and the chicken too, I just put on the scale, but cup, 1 cup, 1 cup, and I ran out of chicken, so I'm just gonna just do basically a cup of rice and a cup of beans, and then tomorrow I can make some more chicken, or the next couple of days I can make some more, and I'll just have the rice already ready to go, so that's a lot easier. Alright, so add some black beans on it. That's all she wrote. Black beans on it. That's all she wrote. Alright. Beans in there. Put some beans in there. And remember, if you guys like the video, hit the like and subscribe button on me, and we'll have some good videos coming to you next week.